Hello, and welcome back to the Emily Jo Show Paranormal Edition. Had to scoot down a little bit in my chair. How you doing? Hope this finds you well. Hope this finds you very terrified. And per usual, we're here. I think this is going to be our 5th episode. Maybe 6th episode. I'm going to have to look. Something just bumped so hard in my corner. Unnerving. We're gonna continue forward because now I'm just scared. All right, so reading true paranormal encounters that I've had personally, reading them aloud to you, having a wee bit of discussion, and bottom line, just trying to scare your pants off. All of these are true, and it's fucking terrifying. All right, this one is entitled "The Feral Magic Man." I hate this one. Okay. It says, I couldn't decide if this story was not scary enough, or if it was so scary to me that I was resisting writing it. I'm thinking that it is the latter, and I might as well write it. The setting, my basement, bedroom at day. I went to bed normally, nothing going on, and not a thought or worry in my world. I wake up from a dead sleep as if I were frozen, laying flat on my bed. Now, this could potentially be what motherfuckers call sleep paralysis, but it is not, because this shit does not go down like it is supposed to when dealing with sleep paralysis. I have read testimonies on the subject, and there are very distinctive differences between my fucked up paranormal experiences, or version of them, and sleep paralysis. Now that is out of the way, I am lying there, absolutely frozen. All I can do is blink and move my eyes around. There, crouched in the doorway of my room, is a naked, very feral-looking man. His shoulders were hunched in a menacing way, his hair wild, unkempt and everywhere, about shoulder length, and maybe a hair longer. And he is positioned there, near the foot of my bed, just glaring at me. Oof. My instant thought was that a crazy man had broken into my house, and now I was going to have to deal with that. Or I would have thought this if I had been able to move. Instinctually, my mind went to the next unbelievable but only option left. This was some fucked up paranormal shit. He was 100% real, 100% crouched at the foot of my bed, and 100% not an actual physical human of flesh and bone. This was some type of entity. Oh my gosh. He slowly began to stand, taking several slow steps towards me, and then he begins to telepathically speak to me. No shit. Without his mouth moving, I distinctly hear his voice in my mind, in a language I did not know, but I understood what he said. You cannot move. You are powerless. Over and over again, his deep, scratchy voice repeating this as he crept closer to me in my bed. Crept in the fashion in which predators stalk their prey. With this, and what I believe to be I'm in actual danger, I break out of the freeze, sit up in bed, pointing at this motherfucker, screaming, "You get the fuck away from me! Get the fuck away from me!" With such rage and primal defense, it barely felt like me. The feral man stops, takes 3 stutter steps back, and slinks into the other room, out of sight. I jump out of bed, without thinking, only straight instinct mode, naked as the day I was born, and bust through the beaded curtain in hot pursuit of the feral man. The living space was completely undisturbed, nothing out of place, and no sign of the man. I grabbed a knife and began to case the rest of the house from bottom to top, and absolutely nothing. This has never happened to me again, and I am thankful for that. Because ultimately, I believe that entity came up on me thinking I was someone to fuck with, which obviously I am not. Yeah, that was so fucking scary. One of the worst cases of, like, weird paranormal shit and being absolutely frozen, stuck in my bed, watching this naked, crazy, like, woodland man creeping towards me, and not his mouth not moving, and in my brain, in his voice, is just going, you cannot move, you are powerless, over and over again, till he got pretty damn close, and then I just bop out of it. I'm just like, get the fuck away from me, because that's my go-to move, and that's what I would tell anyone, because fear is the biggest controlling factor in these types of situations. So if you can go from fear to rage mode and defend yourself, and not even wonder how, like, yeah, you can't punch a ghost, but you know what, when you build up that, like, self-defense mode, even especially in the paranormal land, like, they don't fuck with that shit. You attack that shit before it attacks you. I will live by that. You need to walk this earth knowing that you're the scariest thing in those woods, because that shit does respond to that. And it was fucking terrifying. This one does scare the shit out of me. I had such bad chills this whole time. And that concludes this episode of the Emily Jones Show Paranormal Edition, entitled The Feral Magic Man. And shall we never meet again? I'll fuck you up. So, oh, I hope this finds you well. These scare the shit out of me. I really have almost a hard time reading them out loud. I'm jumpy when I'm writing them. I'm jumpy when I'm reading them. I'll be jumpy for a little while. Whew. Hug, hug, kiss, kiss.